This is one of the goals the Aggies scored during the final Mountain West Championship match. Welcome to ATV Sports. I'm Jackson Day. Thank you for joining us. By this point, I'm sure you've heard the Aggies won the Mountain West Soccer Championship for the second year in a row. Let's take a look at the plays that took the Aggies to the top. Because they were the number 2 seed, the Aggies went straight to the semifinals in a match against number 3 seed Colorado State Wednesday. The Aggies weren't able to get a shot in until 33 minutes in when Austin Miller gets control of the ball and passes it to Kate Christian for the Aggies' first shot of the game. 7 minutes later, Miller again passes the ball, this time to freshman Ellie Hendricks, who trips up 2 defenders, takes the shot, and finds the back of the net. Seeing it again, this left-footed shot was the third goal of her career. The Aggies took 6 more shots in the first half, but couldn't get through Colorado's defenses. The half ended Aggies up 1-0. In the second half, with less than 8 minutes left in the game, referees stopped play when it appeared USU midfielder Alex Day was injured. Day was able to walk off the pitch, and the refs gave the go-ahead to resume play with a drop ball from Colorado keeper Libby Brooker. Hendricks got control of the ball, ran it down the pitch, and passed it to Maya Muhlenmeister. With 2 defenders on her heels, Christian launched it in the goal. With just over a minute left in the game, the Rams took their only shot on goal, which was blocked by Ava Gacci. In the end, the Aggies won 2-0. The Aggies had 11 shots on goal, and the Rams had 1. The win took the Aggies to the finals to face off against top seed Boise State. 9 minutes into the first half, Ryan Yonaha set up Tess Wirtz for the game's first shot. As she kicks it forward, Chambers runs to the keeper and hits the ball into the net. Immediately flags go up though, with referees saying Chambers was offsides right here before kicking the ball in. After over 3 minutes of deliberation, the Aggies celebrate as the referees rule they'd keep the point. This is Chambers' 4th goal of the season, and don't forget her name because we'll see more from her soon. 20 minutes in, Boise freshman Julian Anderson steals and runs the ball down the pitch by herself. Surrounded by Aggies, Anderson takes the shot and it flies over the keeper's reach. Anderson's been the Mountain West Freshman of the Week 3 times this season. 4 minutes later, Yonaha steals the ball, then kicks it across the pitch to Wirtz. As Wirtz and the Boise defense trip over each other, Chambers comes in again to secure the goal. This is the 2nd time in her Mountain West career Chambers has scored twice in 1 game. The first half ended with the Aggies ahead 2-1. In the second, the Aggies tried to strengthen their lead, taking 8 shots, but Boise wouldn't let that happen. And with less than 30 seconds in the game, Boise took their only shot of the second half. The Aggies won the match 2-1, becoming the Mountain West champions for the 2nd year in a row. With this win, the Aggies will be 8th seed in the 2024 NCAA Women's Soccer Tournament. The Aggies will open the tournament Friday as they host the University of Washington. The men's basketball team beat Alcorn State Wednesday, more than doubling their score 101-46. Then they hit triple digits again, beating Charlotte 103-74. The women's basketball team played CSUN at home Friday, losing the game by 4 points. The final score was 69-65. In volleyball, the Aggies took on Air Force Thursday, winning 3-4. Then Saturday lost against New Mexico 2-3. Mohamed Al-Khattab and David Martirosyan made it to the quarterfinals of Tennis ATA Conference Masters Tournament before losing to the tournament's top-seeded team. In football, the Washington State Cougars hosted and beat the Aggies Friday, 49-28. Taking a look at high school football, the Ridgeline Riverhawks hosted the Stansbury Stallions in the 4A Championship quarterfinals. Going into the game, the Riverhawks had an 11-0 record, while the Stallions were 8-3. The first quarter, the Stallions took an early lead, scoring the first 2 touchdowns. Later, Ridgeline wide receiver Brady Cook catches a pass and fights to stay on his feet while being tackled by 3 Stallions. After getting up, the refs give Cook a penalty for unsportsmanlike conduct, setting his team back 15 yards. In the second quarter, Stansbury quarterback Coleman Dearden throws a pass which Richline free safety Graham Livingston intercepts and runs 61 yards. As Livingston enters the end zone, he celebrates putting his arms out behind him. A referee tosses a flag and gives him a penalty for unsportsmanlike conduct. Later, Dearden hands number 11 Micah Salahuddin the ball, and he dodges not one, but 2 tackles as he runs 49 yards towards the end zone. With Ridgeline defense right on his heels, he puts Stansbury on the board. Later, a pass from Dearden is intercepted by Riverhawks running back Colton Clark. During the next play, running back J.T. White runs the ball through the Stansbury defense, setting his team up for a first down. After 3 unsuccessful downs, kicker Aaron Young kicks a 27-yard field goal, scoring the quarter's final points. The Riverhawks are up 24-7. Early in the third, White again weaves through the Stallions' defenses, this time going 16 yards to score. And you haven't seen all White had to offer. A few plays later, he again ran around the defense before getting tackled just short of the end zone. But on the next play, he made it through for a touchdown. White ended the game with 175 rushing yards and, as you saw, 2 touchdowns. To finish off the third, Dearden passed the ball to Salahuddin, who runs the ball 55 yards into the end zone. The quarter ends Riverhawks 38, Stallions 14. In the fourth, Ridgeline wide receiver Dane May intercepts a pass, but as he runs onto the field celebrating, he's given the Riverhawks' 3rd unsportsmanlike conduct penalty of the night. Towards the end of the quarter, Dearden passes to cornerback Lael Rhodes, and it takes 4 Riverhawks to get him down. The Stallions' Wyatt Oliver brings in 1 more touchdown, but it isn't enough. The Riverhawks win 38-20. The Riverhawks will move on to the 4A semifinals and play the Spanish Fork Dons Thursday. You're all caught up on ATV Sports. Back to you at the desk, Kaylee.